forelimb bud. All right, so that's forelimb. If we follow the axis now, past the somites, we're going past the somites, and here is hind limb bud. And then extending out from that hind limb bud, between it, going out into space, find one edge of it. Follow this structure here. Go around this round, down here, back in, all the way back to where we started. What is that? That is the allantois. It is very obvious. So the chicken allantois has a double function. One function is gas exchange, correct?
Yes.
Another is storage of waste. In your body, did you have an allantois? Yours is vestigial, but you use the blood vessels as umbilical blood vessels for gas exchange and waste exchange. So your structures are a little different, but they do the same things in your placenta of your mother. So, Michael, if you show an allantois, will it be obvious? It will be an extraembryonic membrane. How many extraembryonic membranes are there? 4. If you miss it, what's that?
Are we going to be asked to identify the other 3?
Yes. There will be at least 2 on all practicals. How do you recognize amnion? What is the signature of an amnion? When you were in utero, in your amniotic sac, what could you touch?
Amnion.
Only amnion. When a chicken is in the egg and developing, it is also an amniote. What can the chicken touch? Only the amnion. So any epidermal structure of a chicken embryo must be adjacent to an extraembryonic membrane called amnion, period. There is no other way to see this. That is the way it occurs. Makes no difference type of placenta. That is the way it works. Okay? Fine. Now the outermost package has an extraembryonic membrane. What's it called? Chorion, the outermost package. And the chorion touches mom, therefore chorion makes the placenta, if we're talking about a human. By the way, do not confuse what mammals do with what chickens do in terms of implantation. Mammals implant, chickens do not. I keep getting that on exams. Okay. Are we good now? Are you going to put this on the exam in some form? Watch
Already
this
on it.
Please?
Oh, you made it?
Huh?
You made it already?
Maybe I didn't. Mystery, man. You'll find out Tuesday.
It'll be on the exam.
Yeah, I'll be there.
No,
It's for sure gonna be there.
Out of curiosity, as far as the lab protocol that we were supposed to perform, but we didn't get before the second half,
the second part is not on the exam. The first one is.
so we'll be asked what the purpose was of it?
Yes, what were you trying to accomplish by transplanting that vascular and early gastrulation onto that culture medium?
Okay.
And this morning I was talking about a similar experiment done on a culture medium of that type, with a specialized tissue taken out of mouse. And that specialized tissue had a promoter of a specific Hox gene in it attached to the gene for green fluorescent protein. This is that promoter is active when the kidney formation occurs. You saw all of those developing ducts, beautiful green color, because the appropriate mechanism for activating that gene is present. It has the correct enhancers, and it has the correct transcription factors to do what's necessary to make the green come forward. Okay, sir, may we see cross-section of 72 hours? Is this helping you to organize your brains?
Organized me.
Better shape than I am.
Yeah, me too.
Do you have to know the thyroid based on that last slide?
Yes, you have to know the thyroid. We will show it to you in a few moments. The largest problem that you encounter here, because the body of the shape has this shape, well, it's actually this shape as you're looking at it, and you cut it in this manner, as I'm indicating with the meter stick. When you cut it cross-section, it is possible to strike 2 surfaces behind that dorsal and no surfaces ventral. That's a problem in organizing your mind. So if we could go to the beginning of the cut, which he's trying to do.
is this gonna be cross-section of 96?
Please?
72.
72?
No, we're at 72. You will not see 96 cross-section. The only cross-section, I'm sorry, the only slide in 96 that you will see, I just showed you. And the main reason we put it forward is the allantois is so obvious. It is the balloon attached to the hindgut. Which term layers are in the allantois? It's multiple choice with 3 possibilities. Which 2, please? Endoderm, lining with mesoderm cover. And allantois projects into the extra-embryonic coelom. Period. That's the way they function. All right, can we go to the beginnings? You're well into it.
There's not much left in this slide.
You have a cereal. Would you get one, please?
I had to dig for one. They're all mixed up in here. That's the very top. This is more.
Try to get, would you please, get you good. By the way, I'm going to spend more than $1,000 on these lines.
We get 14
Let's
slides.
see, yeah, let's see, we only get a handful of slides for $1,000. Incredible how expensive we are. Some big slides are $100 per slide. These slides are $50 a piece. Don't drop them on the floor. Let's see, who's on the $50 bill? Is that Grant?
Yes.
Grant's head. Drop it on the floor.
Where do you want me to start at? The very top of my brain?
Yes, please. All right, so we're going to start at the top, and we're just going to show you as you start to cut into it, the tube of the brain is bent in the same shape as the embryo's body is. So you have to adjust your brain that way. Ouch.
Is that what?
Close, sir. All right, he's going to start cutting through now. And I'm going to ask him to stop in a moment. Start cutting. Here's the cut. Striking the top of the head of the embryo. Stop right there. Okay. So we're striking the top of the head of this embryo. Now I want you to look at this layer right here. See this layer? What is peculiar about this layer?
Are those blood islands?
Close. Close.
Does it have blood vessels in it?
Yeah.
Therefore, it is which layer? In early chicken development, blood vessels first appear in the yolk sac. This is yolk sac. Okay? Yolk sac. Now the problem is, as we get closer to the embryo, there's another layer here. You see it's kind of folded out right there, and then you get to the ectoderm of the actual embryo's head. So which layer is this? Ectoderm of chicken embryo can touch this layer.
Amnion.
There you go.
Amnion, thank you very much. This isn't the best specimen, that's how you make the determination. So if yolk sac is on this side, is this right or left? Embryo lies on its left side toward the yolk. This is left side of embryo, you should know that. Okay? Got it in your mind? Left side of embryo. Alright? So this is right side of embryo over here. Now these membranes are kind of messed up, as we shall see. So, but there's another membrane which is broken, but it extends out here in space. So if this is an amnion, then the next layer out is chorion. Alright? Why is it I don't see at this stage of development the allantois? Where does the allantois form? Out of the posterior body, out of the hindgut. We are in the head. It is posterior. We are anterior to it. Follow in your mind? So you have to think about the pattern of this. All right.
Is that not the yolk right there, that line? You said that's chorion?
These membranes are broken. We never showed this to you on an exam. Okay, I'm sorry. It is confusing because it is broken. Let's find better ones. Let's cut into the developing embryo. You're missing half the embryo.
I am.
It's hard to distinguish.
All right, stop. Go up and down the embryonic body. And here, so we're looking through the embryonic body, and the knife blade is obviously striking part of the brain. Okay? Continue. All right, stop right there. Go up to this region here. Come down. Come down. There's something, and there's this. Now, I'm going to give you a little quiz. I'm going to point, just as he will on the practical, to 3 or 4 parts of this system. And let's see if you can interpret where we are. Go up here. Okay. This is what right here? All right, come down a little bit. What is this area here? You think about answer. That's the question. Second question, what are these structures right here? Third question, what is this structure right here? Fourth question, what is this structure right here? Fifth question, what is this structure there? Don't guess. Use reason. Let me show you the answers. This structure here.
Let's do.
Other way. This structure here is vesicular near the ectoderm. In chicken embryos, you have 2 possibilities. One is this, but I don't see the appropriate relationship. And the other is this. You can't see what it is inside. These are otic vesicles. Okay? If these are otic vesicles, do you see these holes? You know what those are called? They're on the sidewalls and floor of the myelencephalon. They're called neuromeres or rhombomeres, and they are of Hox origin. Remember we talked about this. They define the anterior region of Hox expression. All right? So this is myelencephalon. Come down here now. Whoops, stops right there. And now there's a different region. So if this is myelencephalon, that is otic, and this is toward brainstem, this must be only 5 parts, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in the posterior going anterior. Myelencephalon, then metencephalon. This is the region of the metencephalon. If this is the metencephalon, what is this region in between called? It starts with an I. That is the zone of the isthmus. And then anterior to the isthmus we have metencephalon, midbrain. That is the pattern, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you interpret it. That's not hard to do.
So that's mes.
This is mes. Met. So go back here. Posterior to otic, neural. No, posterior to otic. Posterior to otic is neural 2, spinal cord, okay? And then otic, anterior to it is myelencephalon, defined by neuromeres. Neuromeres go away, metencephalon. Then the constriction, the next structure, mesencephalon. All vertebrates show that pattern, okay? That is the basic pattern. That's what you should learn, what you should see. So with a little twist in your mind, working with 5 items, it is easy to interpret what we just... By the way, did you put that on the exam? Okay. Come back here, please. A moment ago, I told you there's a major cranial ganglion that you're responsible for. It is number 5. Where will it appear? It's not here yet. Where will it be?
In the met-my junction.
Met-my. So where's the met-my junction?
Right
So if you continue through these sections, you're going to see it right there. All right, got it? That's where he will show it. Rather than that whole mount, he will show it here, and he will show all of what is necessary to interpret correctly. So,
So neurometers indicate.
neurometers are sidewall, floor, myelencephalon. All right, got it? Good, good. Go forward, sir. Now, let's put it this way. To me, those neurometers are very obvious, aren't they? So he will choose, of course, a better specimen. Therefore, here's your question. Come back here, sir. Come back here, sir. You know what these are, correct? Which part of brain is this? I'm not going to say brain on exam. You will be asked, what is this region? This is myelencephalon. This is mesencephalon. This is mesencephalon. Everybody understands how to do that? That isn't difficult, is it?
Will there be a part where you have to determine?
So if I showed you human, would it be the same?
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
Is there a part that we're, like, is there a slide like this that we're going to determine mes from tel?
We
or
can
di?
ask questions in any relationship when you're dealing with 5 parts.
But it's not going to
correct
be
order.
like visible, like the difference between mes, di, and tel, right?
The diencephalon and telencephalon are not visible yet.
Okay.
They will appear, remember it has this shape, so we're cutting through it this way.
So we're going to see.
That's what causes the confusion.
But then after it clinches off, right? You'll have a specific isthmus area will be very.
The isthmus will disappear and we will go anterior from the isthmus. So in the body, look, as the cut occurs, this is to the anterior. The back here, we're moving to the posterior. That is also confusing for people, but that's the reality. All right. But if you pay attention in your mind, it's not too hard to manage this. Okay, so right here now, this is which part? Myelencephalon, correct? And this is, come down here, mesencephalon. And remember, at the juncture of the two, I said, be prepared. You're going to see something appear. Watch that thing.
Oh.
Woo! Stop right there. Well, the slide's tilting, but which cranial ganglion is that?
Number 5.
That's number 5. And since you only have to know one, if you see a pointer on a cranial ganglion and you can't guess number 5, go home. Okay? Sorry. That's just too obvious.
Wait. Okay.
And then that
Number
one
5.
goes
There's
here.
one on the other side.
You got
So
two.
they're right here where the neurometers first begin. That's where number 5 is in all vertebrates. That is. Does everybody see that? That's not too hard to manage.
Can you point to it one more time? Just
Back it up, sir, and make the.
Fifth one is back.
Back it up to where it's connected to your brain. Thank you.
It's not very distinguished in the book as
No,
well.
this isn't a good specimen. We wouldn't use this on exam. Next one. It's tilted in the first place. They're better slides. There are many cranial ganglia, you know. We have 10.
So those
All right, so there are quite a few others. You'll see some of the others up here. And up here, see here, these are more cranial ganglia, but we're not doing that to you. Of course, we have to know all of them. And some of them are bi-level. There are 2 levels. Crazy. And also the branches of them.
Jeez. It's too
Anyway,
much.
that's ancient history. Let's go back to reality. So here's what we're going to do now. Come down here, sir. We're going to follow this part of the brain to the anterior. Remember, we're doing this. Look, following it like this to the anterior. And then we'll come back to this region and follow it to the posterior. Let's follow this to the anterior, please, sir. So we're going through which part of the brain? Mes. There is a signature of the mesencephalon that stop. No, I don't see it yet. Keep on going.
Okay.
One more. Let's stop right there. There's a signature of the mesencephalon that you will not be asked about. It's actually connected to a certain ganglia. It's called the oculomotor nerve. And there are a pair of oculomotor nerves right here on the floor of the mesencephalon. So if you see a circle with 2 fingers on it, that's mesencephalon. We won't ask you what the 2 fingers are, but we will ask you, what is this in the appropriate relationship? So if you go up here, all right, actually you're going to have to back up. You passed too much. Go back, please. Okay, back even more. Back a little more. All right, so here we're striking the floor of the forebrain. And here,
Oh my God.
well, these are otic. We're striking the floor of the brain. And these are the trigeminal number 5. And as you pass through the brain, you will strike, go to the next slide, you will strike the notochord, show notochord. One more. One more. Here's the notochord right down the center. And as you cut through it, it may break into 2 parts, an anterior and posterior part. So this is more to the posterior down here. This is more toward the anterior. And these are all the branches of the nerves from the cranial ganglia, and you're not responsible for all of those. So as we pass through the notochord right there, what will open up in the center? Neural tube, notochord. Thank you. Foregut will appear in the appropriate position. So you're going to see foregut show.
That's between anterior and posterior notochord.
Cut down to level of foregut. One more. All right, so there's the foregut opening up right here. And attached to the foregut in all vertebrates are something called pharyngeal gill slits. And there are the pharyngeal gill slits. So they occur in order. What is the number of the first one?
Mandible.
Number of the gill slit.
Oh, 1.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I was waiting for someone to fall into that one. What is the first
Sucker.
number?